live. I'm supposed to be on Facebook too, but it's not showing Facebook. Let me see if I can add Facebook somehow. But oh, I can't. So I'm just live on YouTube, live on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go on my Facebook and just let people know that I'm live on my YouTube channel. But I'm just going live. I just feel called to share. I just feel like I want to share what's just on my heart, what I've been talking about lately. I've been talking about just broke mindset. I've been talking about also the internal battle that we go through when we are just in life, right? Just let me go live on my, I don't know why it hey everyone. I don't know why it's supposed to be showing on my Facebook too, but I am going live on my YouTube channel. So if you or I am live on my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to be talking about what's on my heart right now. So I'll put in the chat, I will put the link to my YouTube channel so that people can join if you want to join. So, wait, why isn't it working? Okay, let's see. Okay, it's not working, but it's okay. youtube.com/at the Melissa Mon. Boom, there we go. So, yeah, I was just saying that I just feel called to share. I just feel called to I'm live on my YouTube channel, so whoever's on Facebook, just click the link and come to my YouTube channel because that's where I'm live. I'm going to be sharing what I just feel called to say in this season of business and life. So, go ahead and come to the YouTube channel. And so yeah, I've been talking a bit lately about broke mindset and this internal battle, like I've been saying. So the and it just really feels strong in my heart to talk about these things and to share more of this because I feel like what I do as a personal brand strategist and just in brand, like what does that mean? What is that? And for me, it just feels like what I'm being called to is something bigger than that. I really feel like our businesses are a part of our life, but they're just a part of our life, right? They're not like the main thing that is just the how can I say, like the reason that we exist is not for our business. The reason that we exist is for people, and our business is one of the channels, one of the vehicles that we use to get that help to other people depending on what our gifts are, our talents are, what our skills are. And so I just really feel called in this season to talk about those things. So as I'm even saying that, I want to go on my I'm going to go on my Instagram and just let people know too that I'm live on my Facebook. Hey everyone. Oh, that didn't work. I don't know why this is. Sorry, this is so long. Poor YouTube people, you have to endure this. Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know that I am live on my YouTube channel. So I would love for you to come and join me. I'm just talking about broke mindset. I'm talking about eternal shifts that are happening for me and what I feel called to share. So come and join me on my YouTube channel so that you can share in the conversation. I'm live. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know that I am live on my. Cool. You know what it's cool about going live though? It's like you get to give people like a experience with you. You get to give people something that they can I'm just going to open the chat too. You get to give people like that live experience. And that's one of the things that's important too when you're growing a business is to create an experience with someone. That's what people want ultimately is they want to feel like they're a part of something. They want to feel like you get them. They want to feel like um you understand where they're coming from and that you have a solution for them. Let me post this live on my YouTube channel now. All right, cool. So back to the matter at hand. What I'm talking about. A broke mindset. So this really just came on my heart um like a few days ago, and I did a post about this, and I did a post about the patterns that we have in our life that sometimes we don't even realize. The patterns that we've just kind of adopted in some ways because of whatever the world was telling us that we should do or believe or feel or act or whatever it was for you and for me. It's different. And so we just learned like our ego kind of keeps us, is trying to keep us safe, but at the same time, it wants certain things that can keep us stuck. It wants to prove, it wants things for itself. Um, it just wants to like say I did this, I built this, I created this, and it wants to just get all the glory. And then we have our heart, the thing that we're like the thing that actually carries what we feel called to do, the purpose and the calling that we have on our life. Our heart is there, and it's wanting to give, it's wanting to kind of find the people who need what we have because it wants to pour out that love to those people. So your ego and your heart are in this internal battle, and then this internal battle manifests itself in these different external ways. Let me put this on. And so it's just really interesting to kind of get to see these things and synthesize these things and dissect these things in what it's like how it shows up in the external world that we are creating for ourselves and that we've made for ourselves. And so I think that it's just like really an interesting topic and something that I want to continue to talk about. And it's just about recognizing the patterns, the things that we do that mimic safety and at the same time um kind of like stop us from growing in some ways, which is like this, like I said, this internal battle. But then externally, what does it produce? It produces anxiety, it produces hyper independence, it produces a lack of trust because it's also like trying to mimic that we have control over things. And so it's like the ego is like producing all of these things that on the outside it could look like, oh, that person's so strong, oh, that person has it all together. Meanwhile the heart is like saying, hey, like there's more than just this, there's more than just what I'm out to get and gain and show and have. Because even the things that we are called to can be idols for us. We can put them on pedestals, and then that becomes the most important thing. And then helping people excuse me, helping people becomes like secondary, because it's like, well, I have to create, I have to build these things. And I know that we are created to create, we are created to build. That is just part of our DNA of being a child of God, of being a child of the Most High. Is these things are just inherently in us. Our imagination is there to help us facilitate the things that we feel called to do in really creative and unique ways. But that could be put on a pedestal where now you've forgotten what the whole thing was about, your mission, your purpose, your calling, because building and saying you built something becomes actually becomes the goal. It's especially when you have a business and you're trying to grow your business. It's like, well, I have to grow my business. I need more clients. I need more this. I need more that. And we kind of take our eyes off of the prize in some ways, which is ultimately our heart's what our heart wants, which is to give. And I go to a lot of networking events, which initially the first event I went to was kind of nervous. I didn't know what it was like what I was supposed to do, or like I was kind of nervous and I didn't really know anyone. And of course, when you think of networking events, you think, oh, there's a potential to get clients there. There's a potential to, for these things. And then once in my life, not even in my business, but just in my life, I recognize that, man, I gain so much more when I go into a space and I think about what am I here to give and not what am I here to get. And the moment you kind of switch that thinking, it's like the doors open, the opportunities open, you see things in a different way that you didn't see before, and things just kind of start to come together. And then, you get a certain amount of success, and then you feel like, oh, there's like a plateau now. There is something um that is like not letting me get further. It's like, hey, I've built this momentum and I'm going and I'm riding the wave and I'm enjoying it. But then there's something happens. And I think what happens is, like, when you're riding the wave, it's your heart. And when there's a plateau or when there's a roadblock, it's like the ego came back to say, hey, wait a second. But what are you getting out of all this? You're doing all this work, you're helping all these people. Yeah, business looks good, but we need more. Like, this isn't good enough. We need to have more. It needs to be a bit bigger. And so we're always kind of striving to get that more stuff. And it's not like maliciously intended. It's like very subtle, right? It's just and it's normal. We all have businesses. Like the people who follow me, they're growing their brand, they're growing their business, and it's normal. You want to build and have an empire and do, you know the whatever k months that you have set for yourself. But it's like the moment we kind of forget that we're here to actually teach and hold space and share and live in a community, that's when things kind of plateau. That's when things get hard again, because our brain or our ego was like, wait a second, what do I get? Yeah, I'm helping these people, but now I need more things. I need more. And so I don't know, I just feel in this season it's really important for me to talk about this battle, to talk about these shifts, these patterns that need to be disruptive, these like thoughts and the way that we think about things, and what it is to actually renew your mind, and what it is to think and choose differently. Because I think that as we're growing, when you hit a roadblock, um, you want to find a solution. And sometimes the solution, oftentimes, it's uncomfortable, or it's something we've never done, or whatever it is. And learning how to intentionally choose the right thing will make such a big difference. But it's uncomfortable. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be nice to this person who's being horrible to me. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would I be nice to someone who is literally being mean to me? And I think when you let go of, that's the ego again talking. It's like, what? Well, something's happening to you, so you need to protect yourself. You need to retaliate. You need to do all of these things. But your heart would answer and say, do you know that person's also on their journey? Do you know that person is also probably hurt or is protecting themselves from something? And so instead of being hurt, they are being preventative and pushing you away or acting this way because their own ego and insecurity, egos like your insecurity too, um, is telling them something. And that is hard because it's like, it's not about being the, I mean, it's like being the bigger person, and that's hard because there's like an intentional choice that needs to be made when you are walking in that. But it's like a freeing thing as well because you can have compassion for that person. The why is that person doing that to me turns into compassion because you're like, well, man, they are struggling. They must be sad all the time or stressed or worried just all the time because they're living in fear that somebody's out to get them. And so before people get them, they get them before they have a chance to hurt them. And so, we know the expression hurt people people. And I'm not saying that you're not supposed to have boundaries because selflessness also has boundaries. And so I don't know, I just feel really called in this season to talk about these types of things. I think it's really important for life and for business to understand this internal battle and to observe and see who is winning at any given time. Who is taking over? Who's speaking right now? Is it the ego that's speaking or is it the heart that's speaking? You know it's the heart because it's giving. You know it's the heart because it's loving. You know it's the heart because it's patient. It has that compassion. You know it's the ego if it's trying to prove. You know it's the ego if it's trying to get something for itself because it feels scared or it's protected. You know it's the ego if there's fear attached to it or there's, anxiety or whatever the opposite of joy and peace and compassion and love are. And so it's always good to have these moments where we stop and we do have these moments and we do acknowledge them because they're making more of the important decisions in our life and in our business than we realize when this battle is always battling. And I just feel in the season to talk more about this stuff because, you know business is business, and there's 100 million thousand accounts that are talking about business and if you want to do this and if you want to do that. But for me, I know I'm called to, even though I'm in personal branding, I'm branding, I love helping people understand what their message is, what they're carrying, and what and who it's for, and how to like communicate and articulate that. I love that, but I know it's just a vehicle of what I really feel called to do, which is about identity, which is about understanding who you are, what you carry, and knowing that who you are is more important than what you do. That is my message, and I say it all the time. I try to put it wherever I can, but that is my message. Who you are is more important than what you do. Because the moment you don't do what you do anymore and your stock and your identity was in what you were doing, then what happens? Like, who are you now? If you're not that thing, who are you? And I had a conversation with someone who's building this huge app right now, and it's like she's getting all kinds of funding and stuff. And she said she's just been putting her heart and soul in this for the last few years. And she does think one day about, exiting her business, so selling her business. And she just said, at that point I'm going to be like just confronted with the fact that who am I now? Like, I've been putting my heart and soul into this business, into this app, into building this thing. If I'm not doing it, then like, we kind of feel like when we're not being productive, we feel useless. And our version of productive, right? We're productive every day. It just doesn't look like productivity depending on, if you have a day of rest where you're literally in bed all day and you're chilling, people will be like, well, that wasn't a productive day. I wasn't productive. But maybe your body was just, because your body knows. So maybe your body was saying, look, like, chill out, man. Just been running. I need a day to like just switch off. And that's productive for that time. We only have so much capacity to hold for certain things. You can't hold everything all the time. It gets even, you know I said to my client the other day, because they just love so much in so many different ways, and I just said, like, even carrying something good can get heavy, right? If you're carrying this good thing all the time, it gets heavy. And that's where I said, I think in one of my reels recently, it's like, um you, being fulfilled means that you get to pour out knowing that you're always being poured into. And that's what being fulfilled, I feel like, is. It's like I get to pour out. I don't have to carry this thing. I'm actually using it and giving it, and giving love. And I think that that's like such a key thing, such an important thing, to remember and to know, is that, ultimately we feel, why don't we feel fulfilled, is because we're not maybe using what we have to the best of our ways, the best that we can, because of whatever reason. There's all kinds of reasons, right? I know that I feel that way when I don't have like community around me, or when I don't, I'm not able to share something with someone, uh and not like to tell somebody like what to do. Like, somebody has a problem, and it's like I'm going to tell them all the answers. It's like I'm holding something. I'm holding a whole bunch of love, but it's like, who wants where do I give it? Where to actually give it? That's what it feels like. And I know that all of us, we have something to share. And that's why we want to build our business too, because we have something to share. We have something to say. And I think that we don't always connect that we have something to say. We have something to share, because we're always thinking about, like, results. We're always thinking about what my offer should be, what this product should be, what this course should be, what this membership should be. And we're putting so much thought into these things, instead of just understanding, like, at the core, it's like, well, what am I ultimately here to give? What am I here to say? What am I here to bring into this world? And when you do that, then the people find you. And so, yeah, I I'm going to be talking a lot more about this. I think I'm going to do a lot more YouTube lives. I can't go live on Instagram. My Facebook, I don't know why it's not letting me go live. I'm using Riverside. It's not letting me go live on my Facebook for some reason. But yeah, I definitely feel called to share more and be bold about sharing these types of things, because it really affects our business, it affects our life more than we even realize or know. I don't know if you hear screaming. my my kids outside playing with their friend, and they're having fun. But anyway, on that note, yeah, so just expect more of these pop-up lives. Expect more of me just sharing about this battle, and just sharing more about heart, and the things that I just feel are so important to our life, and the and how our business is a part of our life and how it affects it too. So that's it. That's all. Man, I've been talking for a while. This is longer than a podcast episode. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. And please share. Just share this. Share with anybody that you think really needs to come into this season of just knowing that they have something. There's something there for them to give and to share. And it's important because there's people out there who need to hear it in the way that they say it. So that's it. That's all. Love you guys. Peace. I guess I'll end it the same way I end my podcast. So I hope that you live with heart, lead with purpose, and do both compromise free. Until the next live, until the next piece of content. Bye.